What?
Give me a subtle thumbs up and you're ready to go. All right.
Is this the student judicial board?
That depends. Who wants to know?
Well, this is one nightstand, so I thought it was the right address. But don't worry about that. I need your help. I failed a class I never should have failed.
What class?
Earth, water, science, and song. Maybe you know it?
I'm familiar with it. Why?
My song got an F. It was perfect.
I'll be the judge of that. This is extraordinary.
I know. I performed it at an open mic night at the coffee house, and every single person clapped. Every single person.
I know a good part theme song when I see one. So what happened? Why did you fail?
Earth, water, science, and song. Long ago, this was the easiest GE at UC Davis. Everything changed when, well, like last week. For the first time in the history of the university, every single person in the class failed, miserably. It was pretty embarrassing, TBH.
Every single student? But how?
I don't know. My peer advisor used to tell me stories about the old days, a time of peace when the GEs kept balance
All right, I've heard
between...
enough.
Oh my God.
I'll take the case.
How can I ever repay you? Seriously, I'm broke. Damn tuition hikes. I have a filled-up Coho stamp card and 20 swipes left.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Getting to the truth is payment enough.
Oh, thank you, detective.
No names. It's easier that way.
How's everybody doing tonight? Remember me? Last week I performed a song I wrote for Earth, Water, Science, and Song class. You might have heard it. Thank you. It got an F. So anyway, this is a different song I dedicated to our beloved chancellor. I got my picket for the protest today. All our tuition thrown away. And she sure would like some sweet company. And she's leaving tomorrow, what do you say? When she's gone, when she's gone. No one will miss her when she's gone. All of her tuition goes away. Nobody cares every day. Oh, no one will miss her when she's gone.
I've never heard a more angelic voice in my life. I mean, that song's supposed to.
Pick your poison.
Apple tea me.
Tough case.
I've seen tougher.
Well, we don't serve alcohol here.
Oh, right. Well then, I'll have the usual.
One pumpkin spice latte coming up.
Oh, detective, you're here.
Yes. Interesting place. Have you always performed your pieces here?
Yeah, this place gets a lot of regulars, and besides, they always have my drinks ready when I arrive. I really should get going. Let me know if you need anything.
I have a pumpkin spice latte for no names. It's easier that way. No names. Easier that
Thanks, babe. I have a few questions about last Friday night.
way. But I always said.
The woman who just performed, she come here often?
Every week since you failed that class, can you believe it? Every single student failed.
Ah, so I've heard.
Working in a place like this, you see all sorts of people. Hear all sorts of things.
What sorts of things?
Oh, you know, lots.
Just be more specific. You think we've got a crooked professor on our hands?
Well, if it is, it's more than just one. Earth, water, science, and song isn't the only easy GE everyone failed. Drama 10, communications 3, you name it. People have been saying stuff, and the word on the street is that something fishy's going on.
Got any keys for me?
Well, there were some students complaining that when they went to the judicial board, no one helped them.
What are you trying to say? That one of us, one of our own, is behind this?
Oh, no. I'm not implying anything. I'm just telling you what I know. And what I know is that something isn't right at SGB.
Detective,
Sir,
how can I help you?
I've been doing some digging around, and not in my garden.
Have you now?
And I found something that seemed a bit off. How the hell does every student in Earth, Water, Science and Song get a 0 on the final?
Well, I don't know.
Over 500 complaints were filed to the Student Judicial Board, and nothing was done. It's like all the reports were filed up, well, they went in smoke, while the SJB just looked the other way.
I don't know what would lead anyone to believe that. We are the utmost upholders of the law and rules set forth by the Chancellor.
Well, I want to know what's going on. What do you know?
Look, I don't know anything. There is nothing here worth pursuing. If I were you, I would take your investigation elsewhere.
I want the truth.
The truth is that you have no idea what you're getting into. There is nothing here worth pursuing. If you don't learn when to give up, and soon, you're gonna get burned, kid. Now get out of my office. Woo!
Double mochaccino super mega sugar latte with 3 shots for no names. It's easier that way.
What of it?
Is this your drink?
Yeah, what of it?
Okay.
So you heard anything else?
Well, it's been like a day, so not really.
Really? Nothing?
There was one thing. A student who was too poor to pay for their coffee gave me this in exchange. Damn tuition hikes. What does Katani want with all that money?
Huh. Mark all the answers clearly with a number 2 pencil. Oh. Wait. Earth, Water, Science and Song? Do you know what this is?
Well, it looks like the burned up corner of a scantron.
Not just any scantron. This is from one of the missing finals.
But who would rep a scantron?
That's what we're going to find out. Who would have access to these?
Well, I'm just a barista, so I'm not sure, but I'd probably ask the TA for the class. He's always here around like 8 every morning.
Don't have time for that. Taking a shortcut.
What?
Don't worry about it, though. Life is not always about black or white, wrong or right. Sometimes you gotta make your own wrongs and rights, whether it means facing many, many demons or cheating death. By the stars, by the sun, by those who've come before, and those who will follow. Life and death are as one. Believe it. Demon, I've summoned you to ask your help. I'm looking for answers. Look, I really need your help. Who can I talk to about the failing grades at Davis? Oh, you're useless. Are you pointing to the heavens? Are you really saying Jesus is the solution? This really doesn't sound like a time to be preaching, man. What the fuck? What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me?
What the fuck? First of all, why the shit would you wake a person up on a Sunday? And second, you better be asking me nicer than that, because I can choose to leave.
Are you serious? You could talk this whole fucking time?
Of course I can. When I have to deal with idiotic buffoons like you, I like to have some fun.
So can you help me or not?
I can definitely tell you that you have happened upon a hot spot.
So there is a problem. Who's responsible for the students failing?
Fate be changed, look inside, mend the bond torn by pride.
Are you shitting me? Your poison brave! That's what you have to tell me.
Just think about it, and it will make sense.
Inside. Do you mean to say that SJB is behind this? Is there something bigger at play here?
Think about it. Who is ultimately responsible?
The chief? No, she's a peon, same as me, and she answers to Katehi, but how is she behind this? How could she do this?
Well, when did the problem start?
Well, when my dad left. Not about me, right? Okay. Well, it was before the final grades were released, when my boss got the new espresso machine in her office, and the new Porsche, and the mysterious envelope with a wad of cash. I know where to look. Thank you,
No names. Easier that way.
What did I tell you about investigating this issue? You're fired. Pack your things, pack your desk, and give me your badge and gun.
I work on the student judicial board, and you only give us pepper spray. I'm not giving you that.
You pushed me, and I fired you. The badge is figurative.
I looked into the admin budgets.
What?
Large sums of money, student tuition, funding some unknown project.
Whatever it is you're looking for, you should stop now.
Why? If I follow the money, what are you afraid I'll find? Just how far down does this rabbit hole go?
Don't say I didn't warn you. This is bigger than either of us. She's dangerous. She could have us sleeping with the fishes at the snap of her fingers.
She?
The fire Katehi.
Fire Kentucky. Like the protest. And the hashtag?
No, the fire Katehi. Look, I've said too much. I've got a family and kids.
You're 19. We're the same age. I'm here for answers. And I've got some thoughts about the new plant science department, but that's kind of unrelated.
Who are you?
No names. It's easier that way.
Oh. Same here.
I'm an honest man in a twisted world. A student. A citizen. Looking for answers. Trapped in an abyss that I can't seem to escape.
Well, always nice to see my progeny out and about.
I'm not your progeny. I want to be attending UC Davis.
Well, that's no way to speak to your chancellor. It's an honor to be attending this university. So I suggest you stop trying to do what you're doing before you do something you'll regret. Yes.
Well, I found the burned remnants of a final exam.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I know about the tuition hikes and what they're funding. Wait, is this a bill? What the fuck, man?
Tuition hike. With the recent budget cuts, I'm afraid there's just no choice.
There's no way a student could afford this.
If you really knew where the money was going, you wouldn't be here, young man. You would run, knowing what I can do to you. I will burn you alive.
What are you?
Once upon a time, I was like you, young, naive, with a hunger for truth and knowledge. I rose through the ranks and became chancellor at a top-ranking university. Soon I was making more money than I knew what to do with. I had access to a world-class research institution. I thought to myself that I had the opportunity to be an innovator, to push the boundaries of what humans are capable of. I started channeling tuition money towards research and controlling the elements: earth, water, wind, and fire. We made breakthroughs, and I began my transition from human to demigod.
Lady, you're insane.
Insane and powerful, maybe. But our researchers have yet to scrape the surface and unlocking the other three elements, as we quickly ran low on funding. So I came up with a plan. If every student fails their GE classes after the FAFSA deadline, that's hundreds of students paying for another year of tuition. Hundreds of thousands of dollars more in revenue for the university. It's foolproof. Don't you see? Well, except for one little fool who's about to burn out.
There's only one type of burn I feel, madam. And that's the burn of change. The establishment collapsing around us as we feel the sting of new order and the harsh fall of the patriarchy. That 1%! Sorry. I told myself I wouldn't do this. But there's one thing your foolproof plan didn't account for. This.
What? I don't. It's just the blank. There's nothing.
It's a list of the students enrolled in the university.
What are you talking about?
You're fresh out of students, Katehi. See? I'm not stupid enough to confront you with setting things in motion beforehand. So I went public with the details of your corruption. And they did the only thing poor disfranchised students can do against a resume as corrupt as yours. They left.
No.
Each and every one of them. No student means no tuition money. And no tuition means no firepowers. It's over.
Oh.
I have beaten her. The fire Katehi was toast. Overcooked, lightly buttered and dropped on the kitchen floor with with all the dirt and all the crumbs and junk. In other words, no one will be eating that. It's fun. It's funny, up until that point, I'd never really felt part of something bigger than myself. The SJB was just a job and student body, what even is that? It's nebulous. It doesn't mean anything to the very people that form it. Also, I thought, ironic that the first time I really felt connected with other students was when there weren't any more. It was only through the cooperation of every single student, every engineer, every artist, every statistician, every biologist, and every music major, every plant scientist, every... Okay, you get the point. I guess I look at things a little differently now. I never did return to the SJB, even after getting my enrollment reinstated. No satisfaction in it. I started taking my major more seriously. Plant science just seemed like an easy degree when I started. But I learned to see some of the beauty in nature. Beautiful. I learned that even the mundane can seem a little miraculous. So, in an indirect way, if it hadn't been for Katehi, we would never have met. Hard to imagine a life without my best friend. Don't you think so, Plant? Let's grab some dinner. Your treat. And none of that, I forgot my wallet shit this time.